YouTube? It is Above Average Cody here, and today we do something we have not done in a very long time. We are reviewing a viewer's gameplay to see how we can help him improve in his ranked journey. Now, he reached out to me in Discord. He pretty much just asked about general awareness and positioning on the map to help improve his rank, as he feels like his aim is at a certain level that he'd like it to be at, and now he's trying to pick up every other aspect of his game up to that point. So we're going to dive into this gameplay. My man Mike with a MykeGregory, and we're going to see kind of what tips we can give him and what we see in the gameplay that maybe we would adjust or tweak a little bit. And obviously, guys, I'm not the greatest player ever, but I put in a lot of work to grind and learn the game, and he was interested in getting some tips, so I figured we'd make a little video out of this. It's been a long time since we've done this, so it'll be fun to look at somebody else's gameplay other than my own. So off the spawn here, he's running right for Plasma Pistol, and we're obviously in Strongholds live fire, as you guys can see. He's walking pretty slow down below mid. Grabs the heat wave. A little bit confused on where he wants to go here. Gets that kill. And I believe he said somewhere he was platinum. Do not quote me on that. I'm sorry if I'm incorrect here. So right off the opening, you're playing down here pretty slow. Your entire team is running for B, which is fine. And you'll notice you have no opposition here on B. That is because Overshield just came up right now and they just picked it up. So rushing bottom tunnel here and seeing heat wave up, that is all good and fine. I have nothing wrong with that. You could maybe push the pace here a little bit faster, sprinting and such. Maybe slide the corner or something like that. Kind of just doing those movement mechanics where you can be unexpected to an enemy that expects you to come that way, right? So obviously you come down, nobody's here, heat wave's on the wall. I like that you go to grab that heat wave, that's fine. Right here now, I would like to maybe think about OS or get my teammates thinking about OS here. I believe you guys are 2 dead. You're able to get a kill here. A little bit confused on what you wanted to do. You got caught YYing, I believe. Get shot in the back. You sprint away. That's all good and fine. Right here, when you run away from that guy, this is when you should be going to play towards that OS, because you already know they're not all over there. Even though you're kind of alone, I mean, your whole team's really on the page of going to be here. But just keep in mind that overshield, especially on Strongholds, is so, so important. You see teams in the HCS literally get, like, full team wipes and possibly 30 to 40 seconds of map control just off while the OS is running. So your whole team here is running B. That's fine. You're going to play with them here. And you know they're on A side, but you have to assume that they are going for OS. So, like, throwing this grenade here, chances are nobody's going to be pushing B. So you're checking bottom tunnel here. So you guys kind of choose to post up on B. So right now, what I would be doing is I have to think about what the enemy team is doing. Where are they going? They are still, I believe, 3 up right now. So they have to be going somewhere or doing something because they are all spawned up, except for the one you just killed, obviously. So you have to think about where they're going, right? And all you're doing is checking tunnel, right? So you know that they're either securing C and staying there, which they did, or they're chilling in A, which they did secure C. So generally in this situation, if I'm playing this game and we have B and C, and then we lose C, the general next thing is to go to A. And here you can see C is being taken. And then you turn. You see your teammates over here by A. So the best indicator, and this is where you wanted map awareness and, like, positioning, the best thing to go off of is your teammates. You can always see them. You always know how many are up. You can see them through the wall. You see them over here by A right now. You want to go to A and lock down this A-B hold. That has to be the move here. But I understand you just lost C. So you're moving up. You're going to go try to challenge C. And you might be able to sneak it out from them. But the biggest thing right now is you are not there to help your teammates. So now your teammates are 2 dead. Another one's going to push in to try to help clean up those fights. And yes, you're going to get the C cap. But the overall outcome of this is going to be you guys are likely going to lose B unless this one teammate down there goes nuclear. And that teammate is now dead. Even though you're capping C, you are getting B. So off just this one sequence, things to really improve your map awareness here is watch your teammates and the kill feed. And then the step 2 is kind of like that sequence where I was talking about, where you need to assume where the enemies are going, which obviously you had none at B, so you had to know they were going to C, because they're not just going to sit on A and let you guys hold the 2 cap the entire time. You kind of react a little slow there, too. You waited until C was fully capped to kind of react to it. And you'll see it here. So you need to use your icons on the screen. Use your icons on the screen. Use your kill feed on the screen. A tip Eli gave me is make your text bigger so you literally cannot ignore it. Because they are taking C. If you were going to try to challenge C, I would probably do it like early while they're capping it. Try to catch them off guard because they don't know you're down here tunnel. However, you're kind of moving around. Stronghold Charlie lost in the subtitles. And now you turn around and decide to react. Just a little late. You kind of have to be really on top of things. And Brent literally always says this. You have to be thinking ahead. You have to be thinking about where they're spawning. What's going on? Where do you think they're going? And one other thing on the situation before we move on is your positioning. Try to hold positions on the map where you can see more things here. And I'm seriously guilty of this because down here you are doing 0 damage. Obviously you came out and cleaned up a couple kills, but you have 0 damage on the board. Like you're just not really helping your team right now, especially with this positioning. However, let's just go ahead here. You're only down 0 to 21. So right now we get the C cap. And you're going to have to wait for your teammates to spawn up. You don't really want to push B yet until all the teammates are up. Here, there's one top mid. Unfortunate loss on the gunfight there. Your teammates kind of went running right for A. I definitely have a strong feeling this is a platinum lobby because people aren't really working together. I will commend you. You were running with your teammates early on in the game, which your teammates have really not much regard for you, it seems like so far. You're looking up trying to help. You see the 2v1 back out. I like the move. You kind of gave up a little bit of the up-high map position here. You're back to hiding down in tunnel. All right, we're getting back up top here. Put the shroud screen down. So here, right now, what you're doing, you're backing off way too much. You have barely even taken any damage. The biggest thing in higher lobbies especially is map control and position. You cannot give up areas of the map for free. So being down here in tunnel, you're not really eating up any line of sights. You're not really watching anything. You're kind of just hanging out, right? So I kind of liked your decision when you went down here. It looked like you were going to like push up and go for a flank, right? So here, your cuts, you turned around and ran back towards the spawn, right? And then I thought you were going to push up and go for a flank here. You turned around and went back. Like, you got to go up and get that map control. You got to be confident. If you think your aim is good and you got it to a level you like, I promise you, you're going to stomp in these lobbies. But if you do not push the pace and, like, put yourself in a position to put that aim to use, it's not really going to matter. And you're just playing, like, very passive. See, you're backing up towards the spawn. You're still backing up. You put the shroud down. And then you run backwards again. Again, I'm not roasting you in any way. I just really want to put you in a position here to think about how much damage you could be doing if you stepped up top mid and started shooting those guys right 5 seconds ago there. They're literally not even shooting you. They're shooting your teammates. You have another teammate right here to help. If you jump up and chow that, put in a little damage, back out, you might be able to make 1 or 2 kills here for your teammate, and then you guys can push up and keep the map positioning. But with you backing up towards the spawners, it's really hard to get in any damage. As you can see, your teammate pushed out and just died. So we're running over to the OS now. You got one here. You got to shoot that guy. Yep, there we go. Grab that OS. Unfortunate. Your teammates were coming in to help. Just have to do a better job living up there. And unfortunately, you guys are 3 dead. So they grab that OS. Teammates challenging it. Little late to move there, sending a text or something. So right here, you're standing back in the spawn and shooting. So I like the idea to jump out and put in shots, but you should be, again, moving to go fight for that map positioning. Your teammate's taking B, so maybe backing this guy down is good, but once you back him down, you got to move. You got to get on the horse and go. So you're still watching that same angle. You're able to pick up the kill there on C. And again, you're looking at your teammates, so you know there's probably nobody there. Try to clean up the kill there. Very good. Keep pushing through. Keep pushing through. You got to get that map positioning. You got help. See, once again, you're turning around and going back. You got it. Especially in Strongholds, you have to push out and get that positioning on the map. You need to make the enemies feel the pressure. Right now, you're not really making them feel the pressure at all. Your teammates actually ran through and capped A while all this was going on. So now we're getting B. See, you got to move up and try to help your teammate on B here. All right, that's what you're doing. I like the play. Yup, get an angle. You're up high. See, this is what I want to see. I want to see you taking the positions. Maybe play towards this position a little faster. Got the green gun. Very nice. Oh, man, he's meleeing bodies. All right, we got the AB hold. This is the ideal hold here. I like this. I really like this a lot. All you got to do is hold. Oh, you should have had that guy easy. Still got the AB going. They're over by B now. Teammates aren't exactly turning their heads yet. All right, you guys are 4 up here. Yeah, so you got to push up and get the angle to help your teammates. Teammates are rushing to C, which is interesting. Good job backing down. You see they're going to C. You're gifted with this kid not even looking at you. Perfect. I like how you're playing this. Oh, you see too. You're pushing out. And the enemy still has not gotten A. Because they got all the kills on C. I see. So what's going on here while I was kind of focused on what you were doing on B? Your teammates were going to C and kind of trying to lock that down, which they do get on it. But as you can see here, 1 dies, 2 dies, and now they have C back. This is where I kind of said you have to play around your teammates, because in the lower lobbies, people really love running around just doing whatever they think is best. So you kind of have to just feed off that. I like to play for overshield, but you're a little too late. So yeah, you're just playing very passive. You're holding the spawn a little too much. I promise you do not have to hold that spawn. Because if you're watching the kill feed, if there's 4 players up, there is nobody spawning up. You don't really have to hold a spawn or block anything. Again, you're running backwards, which that was the okay play there, but the problem is you guys only have B. I like to play, ratting it out. You got 2 in your line of sight. Just unfortunate. I don't think your teammate... Yeah, you didn't have a teammate looking at you. This lobby is just honestly all over the place. All right, spawn up, check your OS. I like the grab of the shroud. Yup, you checked over at your teammates. You're doing what I said you should be doing earlier on. Pushing forwards, getting in some damage. See, teammates need to push over at B to be with you. All right, but I swear it's like you're listening to me. You recognize what's going on. You see they're at B now. See, here you want to back out into cover and just live up and let them come around and get that kill. Because this is a big timing thing. This is something I've been working on a lot lately. Is you push out and take this gunfight here, back B, right? If you can live up here, your teammate knows what's going on. He hears these gunshots, but he takes the route back B. So if you could strafe over here and try to like back up and live, and for like 2 more seconds, your teammates could come help. But instead, you take the child of the death, go down, and your teammates come out and try to help. You actually both would have lived up there, frankly. So just to summarize some main points here, fight for that map position and just make sure to fight for it. Keep that reticle up. If you think your aim is good, you need to go to that position. Do not keep backing out to the spawn, because there could be a situation where your teammates have 1 player, 2 player, 3 players, 1 shot. You could go out and get that triple kill, but if you choose to turn around and go back to the spawn, you're not going to be able to get any of those kills. They're just going to regen, and then you're going to be back to phase 1, and that's going to lead to huge time for the enemy. From a team play perspective, try to look for your teammates and really focus on how many teammates you have up on the map, because this will go with the tip I just gave you in terms of fighting for the map position. If you see in the kill feed that you have 2, 3 teammates dead, you should not be fighting for map position. You should be holding your map position and where you are and kind of planning a move for your teammates. If you have nobody dead and you see enemies dying in the kill feed, like right now, on the scoreboard, you literally have them 3 dead. This is when you fight for that map position. You need to get out and run to where you want to be on the map and get that position before the teammates. If you're running back and like hang out in the spawn, it's going to lead to the enemy team just having plenty of time to spawn up, and they're going to walk out and just take that map position from you. And with this being Strongholds, that's probably the main reason you guys are having so much trouble getting time here, is because even though you have points right now, You literally have a B. 2 of you are still standing on B plat right now, and 1 is literally sprinting top mid. So you guys are spreading out trying to get that map position, but, like, at the same time, you're bunched up eating the same area of the map. You're not really holding different angles and things like that. This may work out for you guys, but also, OS is up right now, and nobody's even looking at it from your squad. Top mid player might have seen it. I don't know. He's still up. He's holding A plat. See, you just gave up your map position on B. Even though you might end up in a 1v1, you got to be tricky, you got to be ratty, and you got to try to live up or even get the kill on this guy. Instead, you back up and just let them eat up that B position, because now you know their nest, you know they're probably back B area. I'm shocked they're not even capping B yet. All right, you come back out, you get the positioning back. I like to slide. Okay, that was a bad play on their part, but good job going back out and getting B. Like I said, it's meaningful to go out and get that position back. A's opened up. I would definitely fight for this. Your teammate's pushing. Now's yep, time it up. All right, I like what I'm seeing here. You guys are doing a good job holding that AB. Good try on that gunfight. Your teammate was looking at the other enemy. Let's see if you can get this kill here. He's doing a good job dancing. That's what you got to do. You got to dance around cover. Dance around cover. Be a rat until your teammates come up. You guys get the C spawn, so you're actually holding AC right now. So right here, you need to run for B. Run for B. You see your teammates going, you got to get over there and help them. You're still really focused on the enemies capping A. You definitely want to get eyes on B and try to help your teammates push that. Because, again, if you get B, A literally doesn't matter. And your teammates actually did do a good job pushing through to B and getting that. But in an ideal situation, you definitely want to try to get an angle to help them out on B. Here you're shooting some people coming off A. I like it. See, now you're 2 dead. So you definitely want to hold the positioning. Oh, my God. Unfortunate loss on that gunfight. That's crazy you didn't trade that out. This dude jumping way too much. All right, so spawn up. You check OS. And see, so what you should be doing to eliminate that check on OS is when you are dead, you should be scrolling through these death cams right now. Scroll through them so you know where to go off spawn. Because if you scroll through those death cams, you would have seen... You did scroll through, so you see he killed him, right? There's nobody over here, so you know you need to get to B. So you don't even really need to check over by OS. See, you're like checking everything. You're like thinking about it. So what you want to do is in your respawn time, think about where you want to go so you know where you're headed off spawn. Because I used to do the same thing. Good kill there. Yep, put in more damage. He's reloading. So right here, you're moving over to OS. I do like the decision. You guys just killed them all on B. Teammates made a good play to go get B. Good challenge on OS. You got to go grab that. Oh my God, unfortunate. He wrapped all the way to dummies. See, so when I said you got to go grab that, when you get that kill, you should be running right for that OS, right? So you run over here. There is one sandbags. You get that kill. You have to move up. You are not one-shot or anything here, and you need that OS. So you need to push through. But again, you do the thing where you back up, and now you're kind of like ready to take the fight. Meanwhile, one was coming through dummies, I believe. Maybe he got that spawn. I'd have to be in theater mode to see what happened there. He might have actually gotten the spawn there. Yeah, because you guys are in A. That's actually insane. But if you would have rushed right up to that OS, you would have been able to make a play and pop that because that sandbags guy was gone. Now you're spawning B, and that is the point you have. This is a tough spot. I do understand the confusion on which way you want to go here. You end up gifted with 2 people not even looking at you. You get the kill on 1. Here comes OS. That's so unfortunate. Teammates are on A. So right here, you're getting put in a bit of a blender. So right now, you want to just all spawn up and try to stick together and go for the same point. So they're trying to push B. I like the slide. They get 2 kills. I like it. Get some shots in. See, get some shots in for your teammate. Go out. Cap that B point. So now you have to think about where they're coming from. You know they're going to be spawning C area. You see nades coming from top mid. One coming from pillars. Fantastic job how you're taking that gunfight. You put in good damage there. And now you just need a teammate to come through and clean them up, which you do. Good repulse there from your teammate. Huge kill. Absolutely huge kill. AB secured. Let's see where this goes. Yep. Oh, perfectly okay to cap C. Cap C and then get eyes on B ASAP. All right, my boy Mike's settling in now. He's settling in now. Yep, don't overchal it. This is okay. One came up cuts. That's so interesting that they pushed that so hard. Just have to be a little bit more ready there. Maybe hold a different position. And that's actually something, I'll give you an insider tip that I used to have a big problem with. And Bandos would tell me about it all the time. Is I'd watch an angle for way too long, right? So right after you went to cap C here. And you were watching top mid. So you go up this way, you're throwing nades, right? All right. You put the shroud screen down, nobody's coming. That's when you have to back up and check a different angle, right? So if you're going to put a shroud screen down and cut that line of sight, you have to turn and check another angle. And one was literally coming cuts. One also slid through, so they had a really good push on you anyways. But just don't get caught watching an angle for too long. I used to do that way too much, and it got me killed so many times in situations just like that. So just try to keep your head on a swivel and try to check everything. Especially if your teammates are just chilling on B. You got to be, again, suspicious that they're pushing like a wide angle here. And now you guys are like all bunched up on A. I don't know if anybody pushed out to B. Okay, one is pushing out right now. And see, they're all pushing out. You got to go get that map positioning. You see one on OS. Watch out for those grenades. He's definitely going to shoot those. Teammate gets a kill there. He's going to go get that OS. So this is pretty good. I'm interested to see how this game ends. You spawn up on A. You guys have A, B. You're losing B now. I like to push over. Bit of a useless grenade there. See, you backed up. You backed off. You got to keep that pressure. You just left your teammate there to die on B. And now you're just chilling A. So you kind of had the opportunity, and then you let it pass, and now you have to wait for another opportunity. Because, see, now the opportunity's not there. You can't push it now. You're hanging back on A still. Bad time to reload. I do that all the time. See, and then they just push in and get the kill on you. Like, you cannot give up that map positioning. I'm going to have to assume from here on out you guys end up... You have the A, B. You have the triple cap here in a second. If you get that reset. Oh, unfortunate. And I pretty much have all my main points for you. That's why I'm kind of like just waiting and see how the game ends here for context. I've seen all I need to see. So here you're playing for that OS. Do you guys end up winning this game? You guys might actually end up winning this game. Good, fantastic kill there. You get the snipe. You've got AC right now. You're fully loaded. You got a shroud screen too. Unfortunate nade skip up. 2 dead, all 4 up. Oh, if you're going to put the shroud screen down, you can't be trying to snipe through that. Good gunfight. Another one here. Another kill. There's no way you guys don't win this game, right? All right, everybody's helping each other out. You're looking for your teammates. Yup, spin and look for your teammates. Your teammates are going to tell you where the spawners are coming from. Fantastic snipe. And you guys won the game. That's fantastic. Nice little 22 and 15. You could have absolutely gone nuclear in that match if you want me to be completely honest with you. So, to summarize, as we went through that, you kind of started doing some of the things I was talking about, but you have to always fight for that map positioning. Fight for that map positioning. Push up when you have the advantage, and that is what is going to yield you not only the map positioning, but it's also going to be what gifts you with all those enemies with damage and really just those cross shots that make for some really, really fast killing. So do not be too passive and never turn around and go back to the spawn. Use your cover to survive. Don't run away all the time, especially when there's no pressure coming. You don't really have to run away to wait for the advantage. You can literally just hold your position and just be ready for a gunfight potentially. But like I said, what's going to help you the most with your map awareness is looking at your teammates. Your teammates will tell you probably 80% of the map story. If you have 4 teammates up and you see where they are, you can pretty much guarantee where the enemy, at least in a general area of the map, is going to spawn, which you can plan your move around that, and you know exactly where the enemies are going to be coming from. And then if you only have one teammate up, 2 teammates up, then that can tell you kind of where you should be anticipating a push from coming from, but also you should probably be holding your ground and waiting to time up a push or an attack or whatever you're going to do. So literally just watch your teammates no matter where you are, because it will tell you where everything is. And then again, this moment specifically, cycle through those death cams and use them to get information. I used to love watching the leaderboard between every death as well, but the death cam just gives you so much information on what is going on that it can really tell you exactly where to go once you should spawn up. Other than that, make your text bigger. I do recommend that. I understand if you don't want to. It is a preference thing. But pay attention to this kill feed and just take in everything that the game is giving you. It is very easy to just want to reticle watch and kind of look over here, look over there, shoot this guy. That's very much how I used to play. But like Eli taught me in the coaching sessions, there's an entire story going on, and you're only reading like the first couple sentences of the page here. You got to take in what's being taken in the objective, take in the kill feed, even take in what you have for equipment. Like you definitely enjoyed picking up the shroud screen. Try to use that in more advantageous ways and just use it such that it's helping you kind of keep your positioning on the map, and just don't use it to like shoot it and run away or something of the sort. But hopefully this helped you out. That's kind of like the summary of the tips I gave you along the way. I definitely think you're doing great in these lobbies, and like I said, I think if you just push the pressure and fight for that map positioning a little bit more, if you're confident with your aim, you can go absolutely nuclear in these lobbies, and that honestly is what is going to help you rank up super fast. So I do hope this helped you out. First time in a long time, I kind of analyzed some viewer gameplay, so hopefully you found this helpful, Mike, and hopefully you guys found this helpful and or interesting. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Also, Mike encouraged anybody giving him tips, so if there's any helpful comments you guys want to leave, definitely leave them down below. But outside of that, guys, subscribe, like, and of course, channel memberships if you'd like to support monetarily, but please do not feel like you have to. But alrighty, guys, this one's long enough. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.